There are so many different ways for children to start coding, but which way works best for your children? You are watching part 3 of this video series for parents about why and how children can start coding. In part 1, we talk about coding is just a tool to help children develop problem-solving skills, logical thinking skills, and creativity. The development of these skills are far more important than coding itself. In part 2, we talk about different coding languages for children. Choose a coding language that your children are most comfortable with. Don't make a decision based on their age or just go with the flow. Today, we are going to look at which way is the best way for your children to start coding. There are many websites to gamify the coding journey for children. The two most well-known and established websites are Code.org and Codecombat.com. Code.org is completely free. Children can code in a way very similar to Scratch. They can make their code as part of a game, or they can create something on their own. The syntax is very similar to Scratch, but with some technical jargons like logic or function, which are not so children-friendly. Codecombat.com is free for its basic levels. After that, you will need to pay monthly or yearly. Children will code on this website as part of the game, so you can't create something on your own. And this website is for slightly older children. The simplest coding language here is Python. There is no course similar to Scratch. My children has used both websites since they were 9 years old. They both use the websites for 4 to 5 years. Our experience is that both websites are very good to spark their interest for them to start their coding journey. But after a while, we would prefer them to create something on their own rather than put their code somewhere to achieve a goal in a game. There were cases that they will manage to write some code to achieve the goal in the game, but they didn't understand why it should be done that way. They just kept on trying and managed to make it work. Another observation we have is that for Codecombat.com, after children clear a number of levels, it became challenging for them to complete the tasks on their own. They will need some help from teachers or parents. Another option is for parents to enroll your children in online or physical classes. I have taught both in the past several years. If you are considering, my advice is that choose a teacher who doesn't rush the students to complete the tasks, who is not strict about asking students to follow his or her instructions. Choose a teacher who encourages students to explore, who motivates students to create something on their own. For online classes, another thing you should pay attention is to look at whether there is enough interaction between the teacher and the students. When I was teaching online classes, I used to ask students to write their own code based on the concept we just talked about and send the code to me through the chat window. This helps me to make sure that students know how to apply these concepts before we move on to talk about a new concept. Most online and physical schools offer trial classes. Attend the trial classes with your children if possible. See if the teachers are genuinely interested in motivating the students to code, or they are more happy when students follow the instructions and complete the tasks. The last way is through self-directed, self-guided video lessons or YouTube videos. In the most ideal scenario, every child should be curious enough to explore and learn on their own. But as parents, we know it takes time and effort and maybe luck to cultivate such interest and habit. Start slowly and patiently. Give your children time and space to explore. Cheer for them when they make progress. Encourage and motivate them. Don't rush for results. For a start, I would say watching videos is the best way to spark their interest and gauge if they are seriously passionate about coding. Obviously, not every child likes coding. Don't rush to make payments for classes just because coding is popular or important. Let your children try free resources and discuss with them if they are keen to sign up for courses. I have made step-by-step tutorials on Scratch Junior, Scratch, and Python. Take a look with your children, try some of the easy tutorials, have fun, and spark their interest first.